What up, guys? Welcome back to Mammoth 400, and the mods for the 2024 Tacoma have officially started. So the first one I'm going to be doing is the floor mats. So the stock floor mats of the Tacoma are kind of not very what I'm looking for, let's just say that. So I am looking for a little bit more protection. So I don't know if you can really count this as an install, more so you're just replacing some floor mats. So this is a very simple how-to video, and more so my experience with the floor mats, the company, and really kind of what I think about them. These are floor mats, so it's nothing too technical. Nothing that you're probably going to have any sort of trouble with. And with this being the first mod, I think it's a smart move. You know, protect the interior. The interior on the 2024 Tacoma is super, super nice. So I want to do everything in my power to make sure it's nice and clean and stays that way, especially if I'm out on the trail and getting mud or doing all the stuff that I usually do with these builds. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If there's any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Let's go ahead and get to the install and get it started. So coming into the stock Taco here, look at that auto passenger seat. But coming in here, pretty basic. I mean, they're nice still, the stock ones, but they don't cover up all the edges. They kind of just stay, you know, they don't cover this whole area, but they do come pretty close right here. Now the back is a little bit more noticeable as far as the protection you don't get, because in the back here we just have these little single cab you know, weather mats, so they don't really protect a lot. They don't go all the way through the other side. They just have the other one in that little square. So that's where you're mainly going to benefit, is the back of having this whole thing covered. And believe me, when I was like wheeling with the 5th gen and doing all my stuff, my kid back here, it always protected the floor and I never had any issues with it. As far as install goes, I'm sure you probably aren't going to have any problem, as this is pretty self-explanatory. Like I said, I had their liners in the 5th gen, and I genuinely really enjoyed them, and they never folded up or got old or anything like that. They're pretty perfect the whole time. Look at that. Much bigger than the soffit. This is where I was saying how you're going to benefit from the back the most, because this is what I liked about the 5th gen. It goes all the way through to the other side, so it actually covers the middle and you can do a lot more coverage on the sides close to the door. Same thing with the fronts. They're just much bigger. So let's go ahead and get them in the truck. I'll show you how good they fit. And if my calculations are correct, these will fit perfectly. Perfect. So in the back here, I mean, they fit beautifully. It does have a little bit of lifting in the middle. Remember, it kind of did that on the 5th gen too. Can't really see it from here, but there was some slight lifting. But over time, once it heats up, and it'll start settling out. You know, another trick you can do that I learned is, if you want that to kind of settle down, you can leave them out in the sun for the day, and it'll all kind of flatten itself out. Or you just throw them in there, and eventually they'll go down. Up to you. So it's gonna be the same thing for the front. They have these little clips here. Pop those up. It will twist in the little hooks. And yeah, see how they overlap onto the plastic here. So coming up to the top here and going all the way around the carpet. It covers everything, so it even goes over this area, overlaps. These little plastic pieces pop off. Just twist it to lock. And yeah, really not much more to it, not rocket science here, but they do come in handy. They do work, they're good quality. Now, one thing I have never used is going to be their truck bed liner. So I'm excited to get in here. This is what it looks like stock.
And with that said, I'll go ahead and get the other boxes opened and see what the liner looks like. So it's going to be the same thing with the back here. You're going to have to let it just kind of sit in the sun, which won't be a problem considering it's the back. And then that plastic will calm down a bit just because it's been folded up in these boxes now for however long shipping was. So just keep that in mind. Don't get discouraged by it. You can also pop up this hook area here and to help it tie down, which I will. I just gotta find that right size. Now this piece is for the tailgate. We're protecting everything. So it looks like we're going to take out each of these and just drill in to hold it all down. And that'll protect the whole tailgate area. So a little bit more work on this one. Take this one out, take each of these out, drill them in through the plastic. So I'm going to get on that next. To get these out, I didn't have the right tool, so I improvised with my vice grips. And I mean, it worked. So I got them loose. I'm going to use the rest of my drill to get around.
I want to see how good my it's too loud for me.
And there it is. Tailgate cover, back cover. It looks solid and protected. And there we go. Tailgate and truck bed liner. Done. Like I was saying, once this sits out in the sun a little bit more, this part will flatten out. It just takes a little bit for the heat to kind of wear it down from it all being folded into boxes. So big shout out to LASFIT as always. Great job. Tacoma is looking good and protected on the inside. I'm going to try to do as many videos as I can as far as the modifications on this Tacoma, so you guys can basically just follow the build from beginning to end. Something I wish I always could have done with the truck gen, but you got to see that luckily on Instagram. But for YouTube, we're going full force. Up next, grill, TRD Pro grill, lights, roof rack, all the good stuff. Until next time, guys.